Extra guys, you want to stand?
Yeah. We'll bring everybody on here. Neil's carrying on. We will carry a lot of the Luxemburg-Casco football games for you on 104.1 WRLU all season long. There might be only one game where we got to do a homecoming game for if you want it, but
that's Saturday. It works out.
It's a Saturday game. Okay, we don't work on Saturdays. We got
someone does.
Yeah, somebody does. Neil works here. And Neil, first of all, thanks for joining us here as well. And tell us a little bit about how the first couple of weeks of the season have been going so far as you prepare for your game tomorrow night.
Well, thanks for having us here. I think it's been a good couple of weeks here. The guys behind me have really stepped up the whole having fun attitude. The brotherhood, I really feel like they've recaptured that, and I've been happy every day I've been at practice with these guys. They make it fun for me, make me realize why I keep doing this job, and I love being with these guys, so I'm excited to see what they can do tomorrow. I think they are too. We're playing a really good team, but I'm happy with where we're at. A lot of things we've been going through, I think they've really stepped up their leadership, and I'm just happy to see what they can do with each other.
Now we take a look at last year. 4-6, you left with Plymouth in the Level 1 playoffs. What were some of the the lessons that you were able to learn from last season that you were able to bring into this season as you guys get into those first couple of practices?
I think one thing I watched Ted Lasso this winter.
That's a theme. That's at least the third time we've talked about Ted Lasso today.
But I think the one thing was just being happy. You're not guaranteed. One of their teammates, like Javier, got injured earlier this year, and he really worked hard. So you're not guaranteed anything. So just be happy with when you're out there. I kind of went back to the COVID year for myself. Why I took the job. We didn't know we were going to have a game the next week, and I tried to make that week the best week of their life because how much football meant to me. So that was kind of something I reflected on, and I think for these guys it was that brotherhood of belief idea of being together. I think one thing also from last year, being more disciplined. I think we made some mistakes last year. We weren't as disciplined, so that was my focus. And also just not dwelling on something you did wrong. We all make mistakes. That be a goldfish idea, and also being able to adapt to different situations. So I think that's one thing that we focused on. And we actually started working on some leadership stuff in the winter. I think they know how to lead, but sometimes not everyone knows what to say or do. So we talked through those things, and I think that helped everyone a lot, being together and talking about those things together.
Now, were those just kind of leadership conversations? Were there activities involved? What went into that kind of extra leadership training?
Well, we would meet whenever we could during the winter, whatever room was available, and I would just kind of have a theme. And then sometimes we just talk about things that from last year that maybe sometimes there's that fear of judgment of what you might say when you're a junior because you're not a senior. And I just want everyone to know that you don't have to be a senior to be a leader. But I think we talked through some pretty tough situations that we went through last year, and that helped us develop that communication and trust that we can be intentionally saying something to help someone. It's kind of the idea with a boat, if there's a leak, you fix it. Last year I think we saw things, we didn't fix them. And this year I think when we see things in practice, we're trying to fix it so we can keep that thing moving together. So that was one big thing I think we pushed this year.
Now, Eric Fisher, he's been here the entire night long, so I know you're chomping at the bit to ask Coach and some of these players some questions.
Yeah, Coach, I'll start with you. Just kind of touching on that, you do have a lot of guys returning from last year's team. What is that, having that leadership coming back from a lot of key contributors, going to do for this year's team?
I feel like for them coming back, I mean, the experience definitely helps. They put in a lot of work in the off season. I was in there lifting with them as well, so that was good to kind of do those things together. I feel like they saw things that they wish maybe didn't happen last year, different results, and I think that's something that they all worked on together. We had some good moments last year. We had some moments that were probably a little disappointing, and that feeling kind of sticks with you. But if you want to set the standard, you gotta practice that way, and you gotta live your life outside of school that way. And I feel like this team has learned from some mistakes, myself included. I'm part of that too. And I think we've all worked together, as any family should. You're going to go through some tough times, and again, we've experienced some hardships in our community, and I feel like those things make you better sons, brothers, and husbands, and that's been my goal the whole time, to reinvent why I do this job.
Go ahead, Tim.
So, Coach, introduce some of the players that you're going to have talking here as well, because I want to know, you just said that you were lifting with the players just as they were lifting. I want to know what they got to think about Coach lifting with. So I'll have you introduce some of the players you'll have talking first. You go first.
We have Kelvin Henderson here, Braden Lawrence, Mason Schumberger, my son Grant, Henry Wagey, Cameron Dorner, Miles Jandren. Is that Loudon Tank?
Yep.
Is anyone else? That's everybody.
Well, thank you all for coming out here. So you guys, Eric, I'll even pass it around here. So we've obviously learned a lot about what you guys have kind of looked into doing the leadership and kind of walking that walk season long. You know, when you take a look, how interesting has it been for you to kind of find yourself in that position, saying, hey, it's my role here to say something?
Yeah, so I mean, just throughout the 4 years, it's definitely been a grind, and just watching leaders kind of step up throughout the year, like the Max Ronsmans, Max Days, all those guys. And 2023, 2024, 2022, you know, finally comes to that chance where it's our turn. So I mean, we met with Coach Searing a lot this winter and this offseason. We kind of figured out what do we need to do to contribute to success, to make a better team, to, you know, really bring back what the brotherhood's all about. So I mean, it's definitely just an exciting opportunity to kind of have that role as a senior.
And you guys have, I mean, regardless of how last season, but you guys have success in the playoffs. And oh, by the way, you guys went to state a couple of years ago as well. How much does that kind of play into, you know what that standard is, and you know what you guys put into that work, you know you guys can do it, and just being able to kind of put that to work and having that success. What has that meant for you guys?
Yeah, so I mean, we have the privilege to really see what hard work looks like, what honestly greatness kind of looks like in the high school level. So to be able to see that kind of drives you, motivates you to kind of want to get back to that, do your best you can, you know, put in that extra effort, you know. So I mean, that's just kind of what it means to us.
So we're coming up, first game of the season, Seymour, 7 p.m. at Luxemburg, and you know, whoever wants to talk on this one, you know, what have you seen on film that kind of excites you for Friday night?
I'm pretty excited to see their offensive line and their offensive scheme. I play D-line, and I see a lot of openings and opportunities for us. I think we're going to have a big night. I feel like we have a lot of talent, especially in our D-line and our linebackers, to just blow up plays and make big plays that are going to be game changers.
Yeah, I can kind of piggyback off of Calvin here. I think they got some talented guys over there, but I think with our kind of defensive scheme, we can make some big plays happen.
Yeah, just watching off of film, I mean, we got some dogs, they got some dogs. I think it'll be a really good game for everyone around.
No, man, no, dog, I'm good. I don't need to say anything. Coach, you've obviously had a chance to look at this film, probably dissected it. Tell us a little about what you see from Seymour that you're looking forward to tomorrow night.
Yeah, they're definitely a good team. I mean, I saw that they were ranked 15th in the States. They have 2 players that are in the top 20 in our area, so they're gonna be a tough challenge for us. We're definitely the underdog, and we're trying to defend our home field. I think we have the talent and we have the mindset to do the best we can. Kind of use the Ric Flair line tonight. If you want to be the man, you got to beat the man. And they beat us last year, so they're better than us as of right now. We have to prove to each other that we're the better team. But we can't talk about it. We got to show it on the field. If they play to the best of their ability, you know, that's all we can ask for, and we'll push as best we can, and they're going to play as hard as they can, and if we do that, we have an opportunity to win the game.
Now, obviously, you got a nice crew behind us right now. Who are some of the other players on the team that may not be here that we're going to be hearing about a lot on Friday night, and Eric's going to have the opportunity to say the name and maybe screw up pronouncing it? No, he's a professional. He'll be able to pronounce it.
Some of the juniors, Eli Durain would be one, Ethan Werner, Joey Jancourt, who else am I missing there? Tatum Kloboff, Brady Kennard, Jacob Walton.
All easy names, Eric.
Yeah, all easy names. There's a number of players that are, you know, Donnie Schmelzer, he's playing a little bit on defense there, and you know, Corey Jansen would be another guy. We have a good group of guys. I don't know who they're all capable of stepping up. It's just when the opportunity comes as a player, you just got to be ready for that moment. And if you make it happen, it's great. If it doesn't happen, you just got to learn from it, and hopefully they can get it the following week. But we have a lot of players, I think, that are ready, and we're trying to get them in situations to be able to handle those things. We went through those today. That's how we've been doing things. So when that moment happens in the game, they're not surprised. They know how to handle it, like they've been there before. So that's my job as a coach, to get them in situations and practice, so in the game it's easier. And I feel confident that they'll do a good job with that tomorrow night.
What's going to be the secret for Luxemburg-Casco to pick up the win?
Well, they're a team like they run the single wing, so they're going to have 10 guys in the box a lot, and then if we can't stop their run, it's going to be a challenge. So we want to get them in third and long situations, or those typical situations that get them out of their process. Get some turnovers. Field positions going to be key. I think offensively, making some big plays, some impact plays to change the field position, getting those first downs. We've talked about discipline, about penalties on offense and defense. And special teams is a big key too. We make sure we have the younger guys who are playing to make those tackles and make the kicks and make the blocks. So all three facets, but we're going to have to play a good game because they're a very good team. But if they do what they are capable of, I think we have an opportunity.
Eric, do you have any other final questions for Coach or any of the players?
Yeah, I'll pass it along, kind of steal your last question you had for each of these guys, Tim. Long, daunting season, a lot of guys who were at that state championship or state runner-up run were underclassmen. What is some of those goals along the way? It's a loaded conference, long, kind of daunting season, even though it's only 9 weeks. But what are those kind of week-by-week goals and end-of-season goals ahead of the playoffs?
I would say, for me, it's a week-by-week basis. First day of practice, I think I told these guys, how many days till we play Seymour? And it was 17, and now it's 1 day. Our goal is to be 1-0. And also, we want to compete for a conference championship, make the playoffs, and go as far as we can. A lot of that determines, for us, I think, is going to be how healthy we are. If you're healthy, you have a better chance. If there's a lot of things that happen that you don't anticipate, it causes some things to be changed around, but I think we have to, again, adapt. But we have a team that can compete, I think, for conference and each week, but again, our conference is tough, so we're going to have to make the most of every opportunity with the new playoff system. We're going to have to win games against good teams so we have a better chance of getting in the playoffs.
Another goal I'd say that I'm really looking forward to is kind of seeing how we respond to adversity. I feel like bad plays are going to happen, missed tackles are going to happen, bad blocks are going to happen. We just kind of have to find a way through it. Every team has bad plays. The teams that win are the teams who get through them the fastest. We kind of have a saying, be like a goldfish, where they're the happiest animals because they have the shortest memory. When they mess up, they don't dwell on it, and neither will we. I think we're a really, really good team. We got a lot of really good players, and I think it's going to be a fun season.
Like Coach said, it's a week-by-week process. So, you just take week by week, we look at Seymour, look at the things we can do against Seymour, what's going to be advantageous for us, and what we need to be able to stop, And honestly, at the end of the season, we're looking for that conference championship. That's the goal, and then we move from there. It's just a week-by-week process, and really just taking it on as a brotherhood, as a team, and trying to remain close. And as long as we play together, I think we can do it right.
Anybody else want to add anything else? No, we're good. We're good. Once again, no, man, I'm good. Well, guys, thank you so much for spending. I know I've been waiting all week for Friday night. Eric's been waiting all week for Friday night. I'm guessing you guys have been waiting all week for Friday night. They're excited. We'll have the game for you on 104.1 WRLU. Eric Fisher will be on the call with Ramsey beginning at 6:45 p.m. with the pregame show, followed by the kickoff at 7. If you tune into the games, you'll hear a lot of great partners like the Rendezvous Luxembourg to help make those broadcasts possible. So I ask you to make sure you thank them with your words and thank them with your dollars as well. And guys, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck this season. Thank you. Fall Sports Preview has returned. We hope to be able to do it again this winter. We want to make sure that we thank coaches Michelle Hartle, Will Simonard, Jody Kennard, Corey Romden, Jeff Fry, Neil Searing, and all the players that joined us for this Fall Sports Preview. Thank you so much for tuning in. Of course, we want to make sure that we thank the Rendezvous of Luxembourg for hosting us this week. This week's special Anthony the BOT Rapid Barbecue and Onion Rings, fish fry special, bluegill with choice of potato. What a great way to maybe start off a little Friday night. Come here, get some bluegill and watch some football, maybe listen to it on the radio.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything else to do.
Hey, thank you so much for tuning in at home. Once again, this will be available on our Facebook page for a long time. We'll also try to incorporate in other things. We want to make sure that this looks out. We heard a lot of great stories, a lot of great things, and a lot of
Breaking news today.
Yeah.
Commitment.
breaking news here. Even though we had some flipping of the initials and stuff like that. That was my funniest moment that I heard tonight as well. So we thank you for tuning in. We'll have more for you all season long on Luxemburg-Casco Athletics from the new Radio Sports Network. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you.